I'm Malden Catholic, grade 10 students and families. For those who don't know me, I'm Ms. Oates. I'm a director of college counseling at Malden Catholic, and I'm going to be talking you through sort of what you need to do to get ready for the course selection process that is upcoming this week. We're going to get started. So the timeline is from March 31st, which is this coming Wednesday, through May 1st. We are going to be meeting with every student in the school individually. So keep in mind that you need to pay attention to when your assigned appointment is, but we'll talk about that at the end. So what are you going to do? You're going to meet with your counselor. You're going to discuss the next few years for you. So how things are going and what we can expect for the next few years. We'll do a credit count to make sure you're on track for graduation. We'll review your requirements for graduation next year. We'll review your core course placements with you. So your teachers put you in your core courses for next year and the levels. We'll talk about what those are. And what you need most to prepare for is to rank your elective choices. So we'll be picking electives during this meeting, and it will help a lot if you come prepared to do that. So what do you need to do? You need to look at the course catalog and consider elective choices. So just keep in mind that your choices will depend on your grade level. So as a rising junior, you'll have probably more choices than you have this current year as a sophomore. But you still may have some of the choices that were previously available to you. So remember that you cannot choose the same course twice. You can't get credit for a course you've already taken. So if you are currently in an elective and you really like it, hopefully you can move on and take a higher level of that course, but you can't repeat the same course. Please be aware of prerequisites. So classes you need to have taken to qualify for another course. So one of the best examples of that is students who want to take AP Computer Science, well, they're a student here, need to take JavaScript in advance. So keep in mind that we list prerequisites in the course catalog with the descriptions, but keep in mind that you may have some prerequisites. And consider if you want to earn a certificate when you graduate. So if you're a current sophomore who already participated in the STEM Innovation Fair, you're on your way to that, that's great. We're going to talk about keeping you on track for that since there's a lot of work to do for that particular honor. If you're curious about it and want to talk about more, it is possible to do it in grades 11 and 12, but it is pretty tricky. So you'll want to talk to your counselor a lot about that. Okay, what are our rising junior requirements? So our current sophomores are our rising juniors. Okay, what do you need to take next year? So juniors are required to take the following courses. You're going to take English at some level, AP Accelerated Honors, or AP English Language. You need to take math. Your math will vary depending on what you've done in the past. But you could be moving into pre-calculus or you could be going into algebra 2. Those are the most common ones, but your math will vary based off of your past courses. You will be in science, so you will be taking physics if you're in the boys division at some level, and you'll be taking chemistry if you're in the girls division at some level. You will be taking United States history, either accelerated honors or AP. You'll be taking theology 3, that's required. We offer the AP seminar program through theology 3 as a junior, but we'll talk more about that towards the end of this presentation. And you will most likely be in world language. The only exception would be if you are in CP Spanish 2, you only have a 2-year requirement. And so you would be done and you'd have an elective. But if you are in Spanish 2 accelerated or honors, if you are in Italian or if you are in Latin, you would continue on to your 3rd year of a foreign language. Keep in mind that faculty, your current faculty, place you in your required courses for next year. They're going to be choosing your levels. The vast majority of students, they stay in the level that they're currently at. So most students, if their grades are somewhere between a 76 and a 92, we consider them well placed and well challenged, and they will remain in their current level. For some students who have a cumulative average of a 93 or above, so not just one quarter, but overall, they would be considered for perhaps a more rigorous level, honors or AP. And if they have below a 76, well, we're feeling like perhaps the level is a little too rigorous, and we might consider giving you a level that was a little bit less so. But we will review with students one-on-one where your teachers have placed you, but final placements, of course, are determined at the end of the year when final grades are there, but this is based off of how you were doing so far this year. So there's a lot to think about. It's really important to keep in mind when you're a junior that there are going to be a certain number of credits that you need to take, and that depends on how many advanced placement classes you have. So advanced placement classes, right, we offer them, but in conjunction with the College Board. They are very rigorous courses that students take a final exam at the end, and if they score well, they could earn college credits. They're considered college level courses. And so students who are taking a lot of advanced placement courses have a slightly lower credit requirement. So how many credits are you going to need as a junior? Well, that depends on the number of APs you're going to take. So we need to total up how many APs you've been recommended for or hope to elect total. If it is 0 to 1, you will need 7 credits, and you're going to rank your elective choices 1 to 4 with your counselor. If you are taking 2 advanced placement courses next year, you will need 6.5 credits, and you will rank your elective choices 1 to 3 for next year. So you'll have 6 required courses and then a half elective course. If you're at 2 APs, you will have 6 required courses and a full credit of elective if you are in 0 to 1 APs. If you are taking 3 or more advanced placement courses as a junior, you will only need 6 credits, and you may not need to choose electives. That's 6 credits. That's all your required courses, but you can discuss that more with your counselor if you are interested, but we discourage that. If you're in 3 APs or more, it may be that's enough work here. So let's see. It's not like so here we go. So if you are an 11 student and you're thinking, okay, I think I've been placed in the APs, I'm not going to be taking any, which is complete our regular track, you'll need 7 credits. So what are your choices, right? So if you're choosing APs, if you're electing APs for some reason, 1, keep in mind that you may need teacher approval. 2, it may change the number of credits you need. So if you end up electing some APs, you may need fewer credits. Some of these electives, again, may have prerequisite courses or experience, or again, require that instructor approval. So please keep that in mind. Again, remember that courses cannot be repeated for credit. So if you've already taken, for example, Project Lead the Way, Intro to Engineering Design, you can't take it again. And students, again, who are seeking that STEM certificate, if you are already in the process of that, we should talk about that and how to move on and continue on, making sure that you fulfill the requirements for that. And if you want to start the STEM certificate, really talk in depth with your counselor, because it can be pretty tricky to get it if you're starting in your junior year, but not impossible. So you'll want to talk to us pretty closely about that. So we've broken these down into a couple of different areas. You can see that our steps offered through the English department. You can see that some elective being offered through the social studies department, department, that cover dance, music, theater, and the visual arts, the science and math. Okay, they're listed in yellow. Technology and engineering, they're listed in orange right here, and then human performance and wellness. Let's keep in mind, those are sort of electives as well that you might want to take. The descriptions for all of these electives, so you have a better understanding of what they all are located in the course catalog. So it's really important that you take a look at the course catalog, not just at the names of these. That will also tell you their levels, right? A lot of these electives are at the accelerated level, but some of them are honors that's not listed here, some AP where they are listed. So keep in mind that you might want to be choosing things based on what you feel like is the appropriate level, and you can talk to your counselor about that. So you're going to need 1 credit of electives if you're only in if you're in 1 or fewer advanced placement classes. So keep in mind that we're going to take up to 4 choices. We will always prioritize your primary courses, English, math, social studies, science, foreign language, theology, over your elective choice. So keep in mind that those things, they need to be the right level and the right section, and that's going to be the priority, which is why we're having you rank your elective. So there's always a chance, sometimes a good chance, that you're not going to end up in your top choice elective. So please choose all of your ranking choices carefully. We'll be keeping track of those, and we will go to those if we feel like we can't fit your top choice electives into your schedule. Ooh, sorry about that. Oh, I've gotten ahead of myself. There we go. If you need 6.5 credits, that's pretty much the same thing. We're only going to have you put down 3 elective choices just because you only need that half credit. Can you over elect to 7? Yes, you can if you really wanted psychology or accounting or project lead the way, right? Those are all full year classes, and so you would be forced to over elect to 7. You are allowed to do that if you are, really excited about it, but keep in mind you're going to be giving up an unstructured period. And if you need 6 choices, okay, remember that you do not choose electives. You may choose, you say, hey, 3 APs, a lot of AP, I don't need any more classes. And I want to have a full unstructured period to go to learning commons and get my work done, to seek extra help if the teacher's available, those types of things. So you may choose to not rank any electives and we'll with that. You can request to select. That isn't always granted, so please keep that in mind. But if you really, really want to take an elective for some reason, or you're really excited about it, talk to your counselor and we will do our best to help you out. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about AP Seminar. So what we want to keep in mind is that AP Seminar is part of a larger program that is offered through the College Board. So AP Seminar is a choice that you will talk to your counselor about. It is the first course in the AP Capstone experience. So there are 2 courses that go together to create AP's Capstone. AP Seminar, which is a junior course, and then AP Research, which is a senior elective. You can earn a Capstone Diploma from the College Board. So it's an outside honor beyond Malton Catholic that you can achieve. But to earn a Capstone Diploma, you need to be taking additional APs. So AP Seminar is a really good option for students who will be taking, who maybe have previously taken advanced placement courses in 9th or 10th grade, or are looking to really increase their rigor and are going to be taking multiple APs in their junior level. In the junior year, it is part of our theology curriculum. So the focus of junior year's theology is on Catholic social teaching and social justice. So please keep in mind that that theme is basically being used to help us earn the skills that are needed in seminar. But in the senior year, it is not does not count as theology because, of course, your research project can be any number of things, and so it will be used as an elective choice. So in your junior year, it will count towards theology as you focus on that general theme, Catholic social teaching. But in the senior year, when you're doing your individual research project, it will be an outside elective. So again, a really good option for a student who is quite interested in kind of an outside thing. So keep in mind that to earn the AP Capstone Diploma, you need to score a 3 or higher in AP Seminar to move on to AP Research, and you need to take 4 additional APs beyond those 2 while a student at Malton Catholic and earn a 3 or higher. So it's really quite an honor to earn an AP Capstone Diploma. That 3 or higher score is what we generally consider strong enough to earn college credit. So that's why that 3 or higher is there. If for some reason you don't get 4 APs beyond AP Seminar and Research while you're still a student at Multi-Catholic, you can still get an AP Seminar and Research certificate if you successfully complete Seminar and Research and earn those scores. But the AP Capstone Diploma, very interesting to colleges who are asking to know from the counselor in our school report if a student is a diploma candidate. So if they are on track to earn that diploma, we would tell colleges either yes or no. So it's based again on 2 core courses, that AP Seminar that will be the junior course. It's very evaluative of academic conversations. It's asking you to build critical thinking skills, to understand sources and bias, to develop really strong evidence-based arguments, and it's going to have you work on your communication skills. So presentation, both individual and team, as well as written research and argument, right? In the senior year, you're going to really start contributing to this academic conversation. So it's going to ask you to design and conduct an individual research project. So this could be humanities-based, but this also could be science, STEM-based. You're going to write a very lengthy academic paper, you're going to do a presentation, and you're going to do an oral defense, so not dissimilar to getting your thesis. So this is a really rigorous program. Colleges are interested in whether or not students are in it because they're seeing that it is preparing students really well for college level work. So that's why they're asking about it. So remember that the foundational course, right, is about cross-curricular conversation. So it's asking us to like pull in different themes. So while social justice and Catholic social justice is the theme, right, you're gonna look at this in a really cross-curricular way and looking at history, philosophy, art, sciences, linguistics, all types of different things that are gonna feed into this question. So it's a really engaging course for a student who wants to know and think about different things. So that's AP Seminar. You'll talk to your counselor if you really are interested in that. If you think you'd be a great fit for that, please talk to your counselor about it, and we can help place you in those. So there's a lot to think about when you're a rising junior. But you need to think fast. So the counselors will start meeting with students on Wednesday, March 31st. That is quite soon. So we're asking students to take a look at that course catalog, start thinking about their electives, start thinking about their placements, start thinking about APs and where they want to be. Your course selection meeting, the date and time are scheduled already. So we are, because we're meeting with every single student in the entire school individually, we have set the time, the date and time for each of these conversations. They're not flexible. Faculty know that kids will be coming up to meet with us, but not actually, because they'll be mostly meeting with us remotely. So if you are in the blue cohort, you'll probably be meeting with us on your remote days, and vice versa with the gold. Of course, with red, all the days are remote. That's the case for most students. That being said, we couldn't quite get them all in that way, so there are some meetings that are in person. Please pay attention on the spreadsheet that we're sending out to see if you are meeting with us remotely through GoToMeeting, or if you are meeting with us in person, that will be noted. So the date and time is designated right there every 20 minutes. So please pay attention to your meeting time. If you have any questions in the meantime about course selection, please reach out to your counselor and we'll be happy to help you. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.